Welcome to the finale of the Sonic Adventure DX commentary, where we're gonna wrap things up here. And if you notice that ball of light talking, it's because I actually died here.
Oh, well.
But I edited it out. See, the thing is, when you're supersonic, you have to rely on those speed boosters to get that blue light of aura around you, and I didn't rely on them on my first run of this boss.
Yeah, they're pretty essential. I found that out when I was younger. Plus, you get that constant ring drain, so you gotta be making sure you're collecting those rings as well.
And this song that's playing, perfect song for this setting. I love it.
Oh yeah. Of course, this fight made a comeback in Sonic Generations. If you haven't played it, do it. It's awesome.
It is fucking fantastic. It's not even a boss battle in itself. It's actually more of a level more than just a boss battle, and that's what makes things interesting. I love it.
Unfortunately, Chaos is not taken down this easily.
Nope. If you think that's it, ladies and gentlemen, you are wrong, because we still got to fight him. And this theme's...
I'm actually displeased by the fact that they changed the music so quickly.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it just instantly, it's like, oh man, I'm so ready to go against this boss. Let's go for it. And then the music changed, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad track for a final boss fight, but just the fact that, like, you know, the first part can be done so quickly, because Chaos is a lot more passive in that one. It just kind of loses the awesomeness when you take away Open Your Heart, really. I have nothing against this track, but Open Your Heart's just great, to be honest.
And
it's
don't
awesome.
worry, that's not the last time we'll be hearing that track. We'll actually be hearing it in the credits too, so...
Indeed. And here we go in for the last strike against Chaos.
Yeah, let's finish this once and for all.
Now this looks easy, of course, because, you know...
I played this game too many fucking
Gary's
times.
Probably played it a little too much. I probably have as well. But, no, it's definitely not the hardest boss fight in the world, let's be honest. Gotta dodge things and keep it rolling.
Exactly.
Now I get a bit of a touching scene right here.
Yep, it is, Tails is going to imply it here, but because of Supersonic, he has rendered, Chaos's feelings to be good.
However that works.
I don't know.
I like to think that he just, you know, brings him back to normal form instead of super crazed and raged beast. And Chaos is like, oh, look, all my little children are still okay.
You know what? That actually makes a lot of sense now, because during that cutscene of Tikal, you know, when the tribesmen run over the Chao, maybe that's why Chaos was so infuriated, is because they have hurt his children.
Yeah, because... I mean, earlier on, Tikal says that, you know, he's the protector of the Chao. That Chaos is the protector of the Shrine and the Chao.
Yeah.
So, yeah. He's like, oh, maybe this world isn't that bad after all.
The fighting's over, harmony's restored, and life goes on.
So you say, but look around you.
Yeah, let's talk about the tidal wave that destroyed millions. And the ruined highway you're standing on, and the waterfall pulling out of that building. I mean... just...
They could have animated that more better.
Let's go home, Chaos.
Okay.
E.T. phone home.
Oh, don't worry. They'll pick up the slack.
Ah, yeah, I'll be alright. She did say peacefully with humans and whatnot, so...
Oh, and I did love the song Peace that was playing just right now. Just gonna throw that out there. It seemed fitting.
And of course, at the end of the day, Sonic's like, can't let Eggman get away.
Oh, Tails! Da 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 da.
Sonic?
Always chasing Eggman.
And that is the end of the Sonic Adventure DX playthrough, ladies and gentlemen. We're done! Woo! It's been one heck of a run.
But that theme song.
Oh yes. So as a whole, what do you honestly, think about this game now that you've seen my playthrough of it again?
I mean, I don't by any means hate it. It does have, to say it's like the greatest Sonic game in history. I mean, you've got to have a lot of nostalgia for it, and that's all right. I can understand nostalgia, but I mean, I don't know. I hate to say that. Like, it's the same way that I hate to say Majora's Mask is like the greatest Zelda game ever. It was awesome. I loved it, and it was like it consumed my childhood. But at the same time, it's like that'd be like saying that like Link to the Past wasn't, as amazing as Majora's Mask. Like, it was fucking awesome. I loved Link to the Past, and don't get me wrong, Dark World music. Oh, dude, I could play that all day. So it's a great game, but you can't ignore the flaws it did have, like the fact that they kind of refused to develop Sonic at all, and that aside from Sonic, despite that Sonic was essentially given the most attention, he had not that great character development at all, which was kind of a waste.
Yeah.
And then, like Gamma, who had one of the shortest playthroughs, right up there with Big, essentially, he had the most character development. And this is essentially the only game he's, I guess, solidly really a part of. So, yeah. I mean, he's in Sonic Battle, but he's not really in Sonic Battle, and it's all questionable and stuff, and go play the game and you'll find out, or Google it if you feel like spoiling it yourself. But yeah, it's from a gameplay and a like a foray into 3D for the Sonic series. Oh yeah, awesome, great, good job. Spot on. I wanted this when I saw it come out. Like on all the like demos that were in GameStop and Toys R Us and whatnot. Like seriously, loved it. But I mean, like if you were to ask me whether I preferred Speed Highway on Sonic Adventure or Sonic Generations, Sonic Generations. Like, just because, like, of the control fixes and the fact that the levels are a little more streamlined, and, there's a little more speed involved and a little more kind of just, hate to throw this in there, but, graphics update and stuff. Like, compared, I'll say it as someone put it, comparing Sonic Adventure even to, like, Sonic Unleashed, or even to Sonic 06. Like, Sonic 06 was a horrible game, and you could be like, oh, Sonic Adventure was so much better, but it's like comparing apples to oranges. It's like, yeah, they're both games, but they're pretty far apart.
As a whole, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I understand where you're coming from. But
like, you can't be like, like, Sonic Adventure is better than Sonic Unleashed because of this. It's like, well, Sonic Unleashed came out, like, what? 8 years later? 10 years later?
But,
I mean, when Sonic Unleashed come out? 2010?
So?
Yeah, so it came out 10 years afterwards. So it's like... Sorry,
Yeah,
7. 7, I'm getting ahead of myself. 7 years afterwards, but still, nearly 10. On the upside of being rounded up to 10. So, it's a totally different system. So saying, trying to compare them is kind of ridiculous in my mind. And they're both great games in their own way.
Before any of that other Sonic, if it hasn't been for this game, I'm pretty certain that without the popularity of this game or the sales, that Sega would definitely not move on to.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. That's why I'm saying, like, for the time, Sonic Adventure was like iconic, and deserves to go down in history. But to try to put it on a comparison level with like all the newer games that have come out in the last 2-3 years, Don't try.
Me personally, I enjoyed the game. When I first played, when I first played this game, my sister got it on the GameCube, and I could not drop the controller for the life of me when I played the game. And playing it now, the graphics could be better. Definitely, definitely the actors' spot on line delivery should be better. But overall, the game is what it is, and to me, it's just what makes Sonic Adventure Sonic Adventure. I love it.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, trying to compare it to the later games. I mean, they're totally different. They're almost totally different breeds now, you could say. So it's really just what you prefer. If you don't like if you like the super platforming that Sonic Adventure kind of still had, go for it. It's like if you like all the speed and constant blazing ahead, play Sonic Unleashed. Like, nobody's gonna come to your house and sledgehammer your TV for it.
Gun to your head.
Seriously, it's not that big of a deal, guys. Calm down. You like one thing, he likes another. Alright, cool. We're done.
But with that, I'm pretty sure you've seen a couple of playthroughs of Sonic Adventure DX. What did you honestly think of my playthrough of this game?
It was good. It was good. You died not a lot, which was good. You had died more often, I would have been a little disappointed. And I think you did things a little better than I could have. I haven't played that game that much. Played Sonic Adventure 2 to death. But not Sonic Adventure 1 as much. But I was introduced to Sonic Adventure 2 first. But to send off that bit between Sonic Adventure 1 and Unleashed and all that, for anybody watching, if you got any arguments between which Sonic styles of play you like better, shut up and go buy Sonic Lost World. Because it's both. And quit your crying.
It was a plan all along. This was one big, huge advertisement for Sonic Lost World.
And you've all been fooled.
But yeah. So that's the end of the Sonic Adventure DX playthrough. Next, I will actually be buckling down to actually doing Portal 2 playthrough. So,
have fun with that.
Look forward to that, ladies and gentlemen. As far as the commentary group goes, the next game that we will be tackling down will be Evan's choice.
Yeah, a refresher if someone has somehow forgotten, but yeah, my name is Evan. And hopefully I'll get around soon, now that I've got everything set up, to Sonic Adventure 2. And we'll be tanking that full force.
So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Blue Hedgehog 2010.
And I am, my name is... Can't even say my own name. Yeah, Evan, name is that.
And we will see you in Sonic Adventure 2 whenever we get around to it. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, you have a good night and take care.
Toodles.